Hi everyone, I'm Diana, and I'm spending an academic year here in Rabat, Morocco on the Yes Abroad program on behalf of the U.S. State Department. So during my time here, I'm living with a Moroccan host family, and I'm going to take you through a day of what eating traditional Moroccan foods is like and comparing it to some of the staple comfort foods I have at my home back in America. So one of my favorite meals in Morocco is couscous, traditionally eaten on Fridays for lunch. So in Morocco, food is typically eaten from a communal dish with our hands. It definitely took a bit of adjustment from eating with forks and spoons or chopsticks to only use my hands, but once I learned how to use a piece of bread and hold a bite together, it was a careful technique that my host mom taught me, but I found it to be a lot of fun. So while in Morocco, I've really enjoyed trying new foods such as messimin and raib, as well as having it with friends. So messimin is like grilled bread, and I usually get it with like cheese or something inside, and then raib is this kind of yogurt-ish drink. In Rabat, there are a lot of American food chains such as Burger King. In addition to the Burger King, just about a 5-minute walk away, there's Domino's Pizza, KFC, McDonald's, Starbucks. Besides restaurants, there are also small stores called hanouts all around every city in Morocco, really, that carry a lot of things from like water to pens and just small knickknacks. And there is one behind me, just like a little shop. So this is a hanout, and my favorite snacks are Oreos because they taste exactly like they do in America. Say hi, Noor. Hi. I was initially really surprised by how many Asian restaurants there were in Rabat. There are multiple Thai restaurants, Chinese restaurants, as well as Japanese restaurants. And across the street from me, there is a Japanese restaurant that's actually a chain called Sushi Box. So one of the Asian restaurants in Rabat that kind of sticks out a little bit is right over there. It's called Le Mandarin, and it's a pan-Asian restaurant that specializes in Vietnamese food. And since I identify as Vietnamese-American, I've definitely been there just a couple of times. Tonight I'm actually having dinner with a couple of my Yes Abroad cohort members, so I'm looking forward to that. One of the most traditional Vietnamese dishes is called pho. Beef pho is the most typical version of pho, but some people prefer it with chicken or seafood-based pho. In Vietnamese, it's spelled P-H-O with a kind of like question mark accent on the O, so when you pronounce it, you kind of sound as if you're asking a question like, pho? Whenever my family has made pho back home in the States, we've eaten it with a large side of raw herbs, and my favorite was always raw bean sprouts. It had beef meatballs and larger slices of beef that were braised in stock. And here in Morocco, I had a pretty similar bowl of pho, like in terms of the taste of the beef broth, but I would say it did have a small like herb plate on the side, but it definitely didn't have like the quantity and the breadth of herbs that I am used to. And along with the pho, I had nam ball, which are the spring rolls that come alongside usually as a starter. And I was actually really surprised that they had the plate come along with lettuce and a bit of herbs, because it's traditionally eaten with hands, like with the lettuce wrapped around the herbs. Food and eating customs are an integral part of any society. And although I really do love Moroccan food, I have definitely missed either American food or Vietnamese food while I've been here. I was very pleasantly surprised to find an Asian restaurant that specializes in Vietnamese food here. And having a bowl of warm broth and a warm bowl of pho in the cold winter months definitely makes it a little bit easier to live abroad.